This is the level Endgame that I made for our project. It was the final level in the game. We kind of decided to fit this in the last kind of ditch effort to get that ending feel to our game. So I created this in a matter of 3 weeks. Yeah, it was around 3 weeks. John added all the sounds. I pretty much did everything else in this level with some help from the other teammates to get some things working. But yeah, as an ending level, this had one of the more complex puzzles in it. But overall, the design that I went with was the player. There's this core in the middle with that like metallic to your left there that they have to work their way up towards to get to the main core and shut that down. Basically what they do is they gather the cores like the one you saw at the first, the blue things, put those into the core slots and move up. As when you enter those, it gives you access to more parts of the level. So you'll enter it here and that will lower and give them access to the next thing. Now the water will start rising here, and this is probably one of our more complicated puzzles, or one of the most complicated puzzles that kind of made for this game. You control 4 walls. Each wall has its own set of platforms, and you manipulate the walls to get those platforms to set so you can reach the platform above you. It's really easy if you know the rotation and what you all need to do there. You can do it in like under a minute, but coming into this first, you can get kind of confused and you don't know what you really want to do. So it seems like the water level right here isn't a threat because I know what I'm doing, but for first time players it's kind of an intense little moment that they have there because they don't know what they need and they're frantically spinning this wall around. It's a pretty fun experience to watch people play test this. So you enter this and that stops the water and opens the door. One of the most complicated things about this was actually, I want to say, it was controlling the water level and the kill zone for that and getting it to reset on player death and all that. That's one of the most frustrating things I had to do. But after I knew how to do that, it wasn't that complicated. See this part here, you activate the platforms, you activate that console and the platforms start to go back in the wall. You have to go up this little area, jump on these platforms, decide which ones to jump on, what path to kind of take there, so the player had 2 choices, and get to the core before they go in. Now they're going to seem slow, just like the other, like the water was rising slow, but first time players, they don't really know where they're going to need to go in this last level here. We'll be kind of confused, jumping around, I would say. So we kind of made the platforms going in a little bit slower than what we had it before, where it was very frantic. So you'll start seeing them go in like that. And this is this kind of little laser death area where I showed where they were going to be by changing the floor up. You just got to kind of time your thing. That was just a little fun area. Now this is the end. This is like a kind of boss scenario that we wanted. Sorry, can't pronounce anything today. The boss type of feel. Player has, see those little red dots down there. Each time they complete a laser wave, those will go away, and they progress further into beating this. After they beat all the waves, the little force field you see in front of you will go down. They'll put the last core they just picked up into that core, and the game will be over. Now this seems a lot easier, but when I first made this and I had people test it, they just could not beat it. It was coming at them too fast. There was too many lasers. It was too tight. There was a lot of reiterations into this. Right now it's really easy because I know the full pattern, but I had almost perfect movements with the first design here, but upon reiterations, it became more enjoyable and challenging, but not too challenging, I would say. I actually wanted to add a kind of a bonus thing for beating the game, like the actual hardest can be on this, to see if the player could beat it just for fun, but we never got the time to do that. But overall, this was my favorite level that I created in the game. There was a lot of designs that I implemented, and I really worked out well. I really liked the puzzle I made and such, and the players overall gave positive feedback, so they liked it as an end level. Made it feel more complete than the other one that we just had. And one thing I really wish that we could have done in this game was the voice acting. We didn't have enough time for voice acting, so we just have text-based. It would really help out a lot with the feel, because I mean, if you imagine Portal without voice acting, that's kind of what happened to our game. We have these kind of cool characters of Eden and Commodius, and these AI communicating and griping at each other and such. And after that, put the core in, and that's the end of the game. The text will be up there in the top left, and you find out that you've been deceived. And if you would follow the story, this would be kind of a cool moment to listen to the ending and what's happening and all that, and how you feel betrayed now because Eden tricked you into activating this and totally ruining the kind of shit here. But yeah, that was Commodius Downfall. I had a lot of fun creating this with the team. This is, like I said, my favorite level. Thank you for watching. There's other levels, videos of my levels that I've made. If you want to take a look at those, just go to my website, my portfolio, and I'll have them up there. Thanks.